Today's the day I'm finally going to be sharing all of my summer favorites with you guys. I got a big bucket and a stack of palettes. I'm ready to get into it, and as excited as I am to share my favorites with you, I'm really excited to hear yours down below in the comments. Maybe we have some favorites in common, but with that being said, let's get into the video. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. There's some crazy good releases coming out. I already have some stuff that I'm waiting on, and I can't wait to try it all for you. Now, what should we talk about first? That's the question. Let's do eyeshadow palettes first. I tried so hard to dwindle this down, but honestly, I couldn't dwindle it down anymore. I could have brought so many more palettes to this video, but I do have a whole summer palettes video if you guys are interested, but it is missing a lot of my newer palettes. But today I have 15 palettes to share with you guys. I do have codes with some of these brands, and if you're interested, I'll pop the code up on the screen as we go, and it will all be down below in my description box. Some of my links are also affiliated, but all of those will be marked with an asterisk so you guys can know. So getting into the palettes, the first thing I want to talk about is the Spring Dragon by Odin's Eye. This was done in collaboration with Judy. It is a beautiful pastel palette. Now for me, this is not a standalone palette, but I love palettes like this for summertime to add a little pastel pop. I feel like pastels go so well for summer makeup, spring makeup, and this one is absolutely incredible. This palette is new to my collection, and it's a brand that's kind of new to me. I've only tried 2 palettes from them, but I had to mention the Cradle and Ice palette. I do think the Wizard one would be good for summer too, but like I said, I was trying to dwindle it down. But I think blues are perfect for summer, and you have these like dusty, cool tone colors, and I think the vibes of this scream summer to me. The shimmers are so freaking good, but I had to bring this one in. I've had a blast with this palette, and I'm loving this brand. I cannot wait to try more from them. Honestly, I wish I could just get every one of their palettes and try them all, but we all know that's a little costly. And then next, I really wanted to mention the Unearthly Cosmetics Spring Magic. This palette gives me beachy vibes all day. You got these beautiful neutrals in the middle and these shades down here, but the blues, the shade Healer, it just reminds me of the beach, and I think this palette is freaking gorgeous. I love the looks that I've created with it. I do have a video with this one and a lot of the other ones that I'm going to be mentioning, but this is a palette I have not gotten nowhere near enough use of, and I really want to pull it back out, but I think summer is going to be the perfect time for that. This is another freaking gorgeous palette. I had to mention the Ultraviolet by Deandra Nicole. This is one of the best purple monochromatic palettes I think I've ever seen, and some of these are just so bright, and I feel like bright colors are perfect for summer as well. And I mean, this palette is just absolutely freaking perfect. If I was wonderful, I would swatch all these out, but I'm going to be honest, I just don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
This is a new palette. It actually hasn't even released yet. It releases on June 27th. I'm not exactly sure the time, but I will have it linked down below. But it is the Unearthly Cosmetics High Temp. And if you've been here for a while, you know I'm a freaking sucker for orange. And these yellows, oranges, and reds, you can get the coolest fiery look out of this. You could do sunset eye looks. I think this palette is absolutely beautiful, and I'm so freaking happy to have it in my collection. And I'll never get rid of it because they actually sent it to me in PR, and I literally cried like a child. I know it's very dramatic, but I was so excited, and I'm still so excited. And next, we have the Fresh Prince from GLAM. I haven't even given my final review ranking on this one yet, but come on, like I was mentioning, those bright colors, and you got the blues in here, the greens, the purples, the pinks. This is just perfect for any summer look. And you know me, I love bright eyeshadow and color and indie brands. This one made me fall head over heels in love with Gourmand Girls, and it is the Nueva Vida. Steph from Steph's Beauty Stash created this with the brand, and she done a freaking spectacular job. This palette just freaking screams summer. You have the two neons here, which they're not showing up neon on camera, of course, but then you have beautiful pastels, blues, the light pink, and the shimmers are just truly breathtaking. I think she just did such a spectacular job on this, and this one screams summer. This is actually what is on my eyes today. It is the DD Signature Blooming Basket, and this eye look is so freaking incredible. But if you have this palette, I use Tulip Blossoms. This is like the coolest yellow. It has like a green undertone to it. But then I use this one in the outer part of the crease, blended it out with peonies, and then darkened it up a little on the outer corner with Collecting Baskets. And these are the two shimmers that I have on my lids, but you can't tell me this palette isn't perfect for summer. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. I actually ordered the new collection from DD Signature. I'll pop up a picture here somewhere on the screen. I ordered it at the beginning of the month, and I still have not gotten any updates on my package yet. And today is the 19th, which is kind of crazy. I'm getting a little, antsy over it, but that's first world problems there. But next, let's talk about the Ensley Rain Cosmic Dreamer. This palette is beautiful. The top half of it, well, except for these two rows, I totally get beachy vibes out of this. I think the shimmers and the mattes are so freaking incredible. This is a brand that I've quickly grown to love, and I'm so excited that I do have a code with them because they are freaking incredible. The code is the same. It is AOML, but I am really loving Ensley Rain. I really want to get Enchanted Gardens and Strawberry Moon so bad. But speaking of gardens, the Secret Garden by Bella Beauty Bar, I also have a code with them, but this is such a freaking gorgeous palette. Totally get beachy vibes out of this one as well. You could create gorgeous pink, green, like more turquoisey types of looks. You got your row of neutrals up here, which actually I don't even think I've used any of them except for maybe vintage, but I've had so much fun with this palette. I think it's incredible. Bella Beauty Bar, Ensley Rain, and Unearthly Cosmetics are probably my top three brands. Fantasy Cosmetica is kind of coming up into that as well. And so is Cosmic Brushes. I cannot wait to get their two new palettes that they just released. But this palette, what is it? The Delicious Delights. I was wanting to say Cosmic Delights for some reason. It is so beautiful and perfect for summertime. You have pastels and these more vibrant pops. You could create the most gorgeous sunset eye look out of this palette too. I know because I have. It's just absolutely beautiful. And then how could I not mention the Dragon Fruit palette by Cleona? This was a collaboration with Emily Violet Marie. I do believe they have restocked this on the site, but these shimmers are so freaking spectacular. I just can't even begin to explain how gorgeous these are. They are like, do you see that? That is freaking phenomenal. I think they did such a great job on this palette. For me, I'm not nuts about all shimmer palettes, but this is a really, really good one. And even though I like mattes in my palettes, I'm still glad that I picked that one up. It's a really fun one to add in when I'm just playing with makeup behind the scenes. I'm looking for a makeup wipe. I have 3 more palettes from Unearthly Cosmetics, and the first one is the Get Groovy. This is a part of last year's large summer mystery box. There might still be some in stock. If they are, I will have them linked down below, but this is freaking perfect for summer. Oh, I could have done a look with this today too. Again with the sunset eye, but I think the variety of colors in here scream summer to me. I love the vibrant pops of the rainbow. Perfect for Pride as well. If you have one and you celebrate Pride, maybe you should pull it out. And then in the daily grind, I did a look with this yesterday and I mixed it with the Lure, and that look was so freaking good. I was actually at the doctor's office and everyone was like complimenting on my makeup, like all the nurses and everything. It still blows my mind that people like my makeup. It's just, I don't know. It's sometimes some of you like leave comments saying that you think I'm the best at color combos and the best at blending, and that just, oh, you can never know like how much that means to me, because those reasons are why I've fallen in love with all of my favorite creators. So thank you so much for saying that. But my look yesterday with those two was beautiful. But this is so freaking beautiful. I love it so much. It's such a summer palette. You could easily flip it into a fall palette as well, but this one just screams summer to me. And I also had to mention Don't Be Jelly. This is the last one, but again with the blues, and you have this seafoam green. I love it so freaking much. And I've loved the looks that I've created with this one. They just truly take my freaking breath away. But that is it for the palettes. Now let's move on to everything else. I'm going to go put these palettes up real quick because I know me, they'll lay here forever and my room will be a mess. And I worked hard. I actually reorganized and rearranged everything recently. I'll have to give you guys like a little update eventually. Okay, so the first thing I think about when I think of summer makeup is glowy skin. You know, that bronzy or highlighty skin that makes your face just look wet looking. And my 2 favorite products for that, one of them is the e.l.f. Whoa Glow. This is sunscreen, but let me tell you, if you don't have oily skin, for oily skin, I don't know if this would be the best choice for you, but if you have normal or dry skin, this looked so freaking good under foundation or skin tints. Today I have on a skin tint, which I'll get to in just a minute because it is in this video. It looks so freaking good. I cannot really stress that to you enough. I have a lot of fine lines under my eyes. I have deep wrinkles in my forehead, like when I scrunch up my face. I'm starting to get a number 11 lines between my eyes, and this still looks beautiful under my foundation. I love this so much. This was a recommendation from one of you guys, and I love you for it. And then this is a new product to me. I've been trying it behind the scenes, but I haven't really told you guys about it yet. It is the e.l.f. Bronzing Drops. I like mixing these together, and I think it's so beautiful. That's actually what I did for this look today. If I remember, I'll try to pop up a close-up of this look. But these are a match made in heaven, but they're also beautiful apart. You can put a few drops of this in your foundation or in your moisturizer as well. I just truly love those. But now let's talk about some skin tints and foundations. So what I have on my face today is another product I've not told you guys about yet, but it is the Wet n Wild Niacinamide Skin Tint. This looks so beautiful, and we have a bad heat wave here right now, and it's so hot. We had to go out to go to the doctor yesterday, and this held up on my skin. I do have an oily T-zone, but it did not break up or anything, and it was so freaking hot. My whole body was like soaked in sweat, but my makeup looked flawless. Like I said, like I got tons of compliments on it. This is absolutely beautiful. I have mine in the shade. Where is it? Where are you? I don't know. Let's see. Light Cool. And it looks so freaking beautiful. I just love the way my skin looks. That highlighter too. Ugh. This is another really good one, and it's affordable. It's from Wet n Wild. I think it was released a couple of years ago, but they sell this at Five Below as well. This one I picked up on Amazon, but this one is like $5, and it's really good as well. It is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I actually like this one even more than this one, but this one is really, really good too. It's supposed to be a dupe for the one from Urban Decay. I cannot think of the name of it. Now, this is an old favorite. This is like my 5th bottle of this. This is a new one I just picked up, but it is the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops. It's like a blurring skin tint. It's so lightweight, and your skin looks so freaking healthy and beautiful, just flawless. I truly cannot recommend this one enough. It's probably my most like repurchased foundation ever. And then here is another recommendation I got from some of you. It is the Revlon Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation. This has hyaluronic acid and squalene, but I have shade 117, and this is another really lightweight, medium coverage, beautiful foundation. It would be great for summer. And then here is a new favorite. It is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow. Again, it's really lightweight, looks glowy and beautiful. Like, you know how we all want our skin to look. I just highly, highly recommend those. Then I want to get into some face palettes. I have some really pretty face palettes. So for me, when I think of like summer blush or summer highlights, I think of like bright pink or orange, as you guys know. So I've pulled out some of my favorites. Now, the first one is from that same Unearthly Large Summer Mystery Box. This is the Get Groovy Highlight Duo. And honey, she is beautiful. I've had so much fun with these. But these create like such a beautiful, like fiery glow. I love the Unearthly highlighters. You will see that within this video. But then I wanted to also talk about the Linner Beauty Moonshroom highlighting palette. Like, this is gorgeous. You could go with those icy tones, but the bronzing shades in here are absolutely stunning. This formula is one of the best highlight formulas I've ever used, and I'm super happy to have it in my collection. Honestly, it's up there with my Rare Beauty, my Fenty, my Amy Loves palette. Like, the formula in here is flawless. And call me crazy, there's nothing like a smooth, wet-looking highlighter for the summertime. So next are 2 blush palettes, and they are from the BLENDBUNNY Ellis Atlantis collection. Here I have the Linner Eclipse, again, with those beautiful pinks. I love that you could do like a blush draping moment. You guys know I love that. But you have the light pops, the bubblegum pinks. I think a lot of people are into those. But for me, it's this one, the Solar Flare. That middle shade just freaking takes my breath away. And I love orange. I think orange is so beautiful for summer. I mean, it's like the sun, you know? And then I have the Glam Like Garfield for the love of lasagna. And again, with the orange. And then you have that gorgeous glossy highlighter in there in that beautiful red. I swear this would be gorgeous on a deeper skin tone, but I can make it work on my very pale skin tone as well. I don't think I mentioned this one yet, but this is a new favorite. It is the blush and highlight palette from the Amy Loves and ADEPT collection, and oh my god, it's the bubblegum pink. That shade is so beautiful. Actually, this is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and like, look at that freaking highlighter. It's this shade, Athena. It's so beautiful and silky and just perfect for summertime. And then last, I want to mention the Unearthly Cosmetics Spring Magic Blush Palette. These are glowy blushes, and I mean, I really don't need to say anything else. The colors for me are perfect. You got the bright orange, the bubblegum pink in the center, and they're glowy, which we're all trying to get that glow. Well, most of us. And glowy products like bronzer, highlight, and blush. If you do have oily skin and you have to set your face, that's the best way I feel to bring the light back into your face are the glowy products, because then you don't have to worry about like them melting off your face by the middle of the day. I think by now you guys know how much I freaking love blush. I have an obsession, and this is a new one that I have not shared with you guys yet, but this is the Maybelline Sun Kisser blush, and these are freaking incredible. I wore them yesterday, and the colors are so perfect. The formula is so lightweight and just easy to wear, easy to blend. It's a beautiful freaking blush for summertime. But here I swatched out both the shades. So this shade right here is number 10, and it's called Sun Tint. And then that one beside it is number 7, and it's called Rooftop Views. And these are so beautiful. Like you could see, they're so easy to blend out. They're not like super pigmented, but you can layer them, and they give your skin like the most perfect level of shine. I think they are incredible. So happy I've tried these out. I'll try to bring them in a video soon, so you guys get to see what they look like. This is another one I've tried recently. It is the One Size Cheek Clapper, and I have the shade, the one called Attention Seeker. And with these, you get the cream blush, the matte blush, and then this really pretty like blush topper. In a deeper skin tone, it would be more of a highlight, but this is beautiful. The shade is perfect for summertime. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. I actually got this in BoxyCharm, so they did me right this time, but this is a great get. So this blush is probably the best liquid blush I've ever tried in my life. And the shade that it is so perfect for summertime, but it is the Juvia's Place Liquid Blush Lighter. And the shade is called Rosy Posy Glow. And just so you know, all the liquid face products I mentioned, they dry down. I don't like that wet, sticky feeling on my cheeks. So this one does dry down, but the color of this is so freaking phenomenal. It has like these little tiny gold sparks, it sparkles in it, and like you could just see that shine behind it. It is so beautiful. Like I put a ton on my hand. Like they're pigmented, but not as pigmented as I probably just made it look. I have no issue at all making them work for me, but these are so good. One of the best liquid blushes, like I said, I've ever tried. So much so that I really want to just go buy all of them. These two are new to me, but I love them so much. I have the Rare Beauty Powder Blush in the shade Joy, and it's like a peachy color, so perfect for summertime. It's so fiery and just so beautiful. I love it so much, but one that's a lot like that is the one from Fenty Beauty. These are called the Hot Cheeks Velour Blush Lighter. And I have mine in the shade Baked Peach. My fingers are wet from wiping off my hand with the makeup wipe. But that is so freaking sickening. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy that I tried this formula out. Fenty's been killing it with the cheek products lately. And then I also had to mention this orange blush from e.l.f. These are the Camo liquid blush, and this is the shade Gorge Orange, I believe. Yes, Gorge Orange. And she is perfect. They have like a little shine to them as well. Not a whole lot, but enough to bring that glossy, healthy skin look to your face. And same with this one in the shade Dusty Rose. This is a pretty everyday blush if you guys are looking for that. But these are really lightweight as well. Perfect for summertime. This one I wanted to mention simply because of the color. This is a new to me blush, but this is from Milk Makeup. It is one of the lip and cheek blush sticks, and this is in the shade Swerve. And that color is so freaking perfect for summertime. It is so beautiful. These are really easy to work with too. I really enjoy this formula. I've had some of them before, but it's been a long time. So I only have two bronzers, and technically they are the same formula, but I had to mention the new Unearthly High Temp bronzers. And like I said earlier with the palette, these release on the 27th. But these, I was so scared I wasn't going to like them because they are shimmery, and I was afraid they would be a little too like warm leaning for me. But I actually have them on today, and they blend out so freaking easily, and they have the perfect amount of like shine, and they are so beautiful. I have the shades Fair and Light. They just look so good. Like, this is the most perfect product, I feel like, for summertime, and I'm so freaking happy to have them. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of them. Me over here losing my voice again. So I only have a few highlighters to talk about. The first ones being the highlighters from the Spring Magic collection from Unearthly Cosmetics. These are available in that full collection or individually, but these are so beautiful. This one is my favorite. It's in the shade I'm Sprung, and then this is the shade Awaken, but these are so easy to apply, to blend out. They wear flawlessly, like they stay the whole time. They just look so beautiful on the skin, and they dry down, which makes me super happy. And then I had to mention these Demi Glow highlighters from Fenty Beauty. These, like, she has a bunch of like different skin tones. These are like flesh tone highlighters, and I think they are so freaking beautiful. Perfect for that glossy summertime skin. But you could get like the perfect color that matches you perfectly. But when you just turn a certain way, you could just see that glow. And it's not like chunky. It's one of the smoothest highlighters. I so freaking recommend this. And I really love the Rare Beauty ones as well for the same reasons. Here I have the shade Mesmerize, and you can see she's had a lot of love. There's a huge dip in there. Then I wanted to mention two highlighters from Unearthly Cosmetics. I wanted to mention the shade Mesmerize and the shades Spellbinding. These specific ones I feel like are perfect for summertime. This is the shade Mesmerize, and it is one of my favorites. But it's like gold. It would go so well with that high temp palette. But it's like green, gold, orange. It's like so fiery. And then Spellbinding kind of reminds me of that one. This one's even more summertime. But this one is like gold, pink, green, just goodness. It's so freaking beautiful. For summertime, I feel like gloss is really where it's at. So I just want to do some quick mentions of some of my favorite gloss formulas and maybe some of my favorite shades too with different brands. So for Unearthly, the first one I really want to mention is the shade Pollen from the Spring Magic collection. It is so beautiful. I'm actually going to be uploading a lip swatch video of my full Unearthly collection over on Instagram if you guys are interested. But then I have the shade Psych, which is a pretty orange gloss. And then I have the shade Omen from the Resurgence collection done with Heather Austin. Havoc is so beautiful. It's like pink with a really pretty gold shift, but there are like little rainbow glitters in there. And then Puppy Love is beautiful as well. The Moonshine glosses from Leonard Beauty. These are incredible. These two are my favorite. It is the shade Ella and Flora. Flora is actually what I have on my lips right now, and I think it's freaking beautiful. Another brand, Glamlight, has such gorgeous glosses. These two from the Scooby-Doo collection, it was the second one, are perfect for summer. And then you have the two that just came out from the Fresh Prince collection. I think those are beautiful as well. But that is it, guys. That is all of my summer favorites. I might have went a little overboard, but like I said, I just had a hard time dwindling it all down. But for me, it's pinks and oranges. But I would love to hear what your guys' summer favorites are down below. Let me know if you have any favorites in common with me. I can't wait to hear what you guys are loving right now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I really hope you will. And until next time, bye.